Hello, real estate investors. Paul Eisel, the virtual investor, and today I want to talk about owner financing versus rentals and buy and hold. What are the advantages, disadvantages of each? Do you have a preference on one? And I do both. And so I kind of want to go over a good article here that I was looking at, the advantages of seller financing versus rental properties here. First, and the biggest, obviously, is no maintenance. So you have no maintenance on these properties. It is your buyer's problem. They have to do all the upkeep on everything. And you're the bank here, right? So you got income security because you're collecting payments. As long as they're paying on time, you're going to have a consistent monthly payment, a consistent monthly income, as you would with a rental, which is very similar. But here you're the bank, you're going to get paid out for a certain period of time. You're not going to be increasing your payment over time. So a couple of differences there. So if the market fluctuates, goes down, you're not hurt. If it goes up, technically you're not hurt either. You're still in a good situation. Your LTV is actually getting better and lower as far as what the loan to total value is on the property. So you're actually in a good spot there because your buyer will now have equity. So if they're in a position where they start to fall behind or they have issues, they may be able to sell the property and pay you off, and you get everything paid off up front. So nice advantage right there. And you're selling money, not property. So you don't get depreciation. As a rental, you're going to get to depreciate this asset. This is not something you depreciate. So you do lose that very important aspect of taxation there. So it is looked at differently. It's going to be looked at more as ordinary income here. Not sure. You got to talk to an accountant as to whether there's other ways they can look at it. It's definitely not capital gains. It's definitely not short-term and long-term capital gains. It should be looked at as ordinary income. And depending if you're a professional investor, you may be able to have write-off losses offset some of this income here. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you want a simplified life where you don't have to deal with tenants and toilets and all those things anymore, owner financing is a great way to get a great return on properties. And if you do it over 30 years, if you amortize it over 30 years, you're going to get triple, quadruple, depending on your interest rate as to what the loan was originally. So you're going to really do well over time. I do both. I like both. I like a lot. I need to do both because I need the tax advantages of a rental as far as the depreciation, the interest write-off, all those things that I don't get on the owner financing side. But I'd like to do a blend of both. So it depends on what you like personally. As to what your preference is. Me personally, like I said, I like to do both. I think most investors out there should do both if they can. If you're out there and you're just getting started, I'm going to recommend you actually get a rental property first so you can see what it's like to deal with a tenant, see what the headaches are, see if that's something you like. Maybe you hate that, so maybe you want to become the bank and you want to do seller financing. So again, great to do both. My personal preference is neither. I like to do both. So I don't have a more favorable look one way or another versus either of these methods. It's basically personal preference. So hopefully, you guys got something from this. If you did, click the like button, subscribe to the channel because we're going to give you lots of great content day in and day out on this channel.